coming. Today we're going to talk about a program that we've had for the last couple of years, and it's in its last year of opportunity to be as an option. It's called Creating Opportunities for Entry into the Trades. So this program is designed, and it's an ability to provide training opportunities for Indigenous people, newcomers, persons with disabilities, and women. So those underrepresented groups in the areas where it's more male dominated. So some of the programming, when you look at it, some of the basic information is there's an opportunity for free tuition for applied certificate and certificate courses that we offer. With the free tuition, that's tuition that's around $4,200 to about $7,800. But there is a seat fee for all the programs. It's $600. That includes the application fee, and it's due on the first day that you arrive. There are a couple programs where there's usually about an additional $200 that's available that you must pay, and it's for the ag equipment technician and the auto body technician programs. What's included with this free tuition is the textbooks and the learning resources that are required, and the online materials that are required through your journey. Based on how it's set up, it's first qualified, first admitted. So if you apply right away and meet all the academic requirements, because these courses are based on a certificate, applied certificate, so there are academic requirements that you must meet. You supply all the required transcripts, so if you academic transcripts that are required. If you're a newcomer, you might have to do an English language requirement. You may have to provide those documentation. So once you send in all the necessary documentation and you have it right away, and you meet the requirements of that program of your choice, then you potentially will get a letter sent for admittance. Once that's done, these programs, it's already December 9th, so you have the next 3 weeks to potentially do this. And we do have the courses that are available are auto body technician, bricklayer, carpentry, heavy equipment, truck and transport, and parts person. All these programs, as you can see, start, many of them start January 4th. And some of them start in March or May 1st, because there's actually 2 offerings. Are all offered in Saskatoon, except currently we have an offering here in Regina, the carpentry program. As you can see, the length of the programs, anything that's less, that is 30 weeks or more, it would be our certificate programs. So with this training, you would get prepped and prepared for your level 1 and level 2 apprenticeship training. With the rest of the programs, you would get prepared and prepped for your level 1 apprenticeship training. Right now, at the moment, we're not sure about the automotive painter program, and that would potentially be offered in Regina. So you can see that how many weeks they are each. With the parts person, we've had some inquiries. There is an online offering, and that is in May 1st. The January 1st, I believe, is a in person, but you can inquire further to see if there's an additional, but as far as I know, there's a May 1st online offering. It's a 13 week program. Most of these programs, if you're looking into academic requirements, all require a grade 10, except for the heavy equipment, truck and transport requires a grade 11 education. This is where you can get more information, and this is where you can get the application of the program for the programming. You can call 306-659-4358 and talk and mention your interest into the program and which specific program you're interested in. You can also email them at programinnovation@saskpolytech.ca. And for more information, in addition, is you can always go, and I'm just going to reshare my screen, is you can go to here. And if you go to the Sask Polytech website, you can also search for Creating Opportunities, and the program will come and pop up. But I'm going to have to escape here and do a new share. guys have my new share of the website?
You did it.
Okay, great. So when you click on that link, or if you go into the search function on SAS Polytech, and if you were to type in creating opportunities, this website here would pop up. Now, basically it says the same thing as who's this for, what program, it's how it's funded, but then it tells you, about more about the applied certificate and certificate training. So here are your programs, and it talks about the programs, and if you click on the program page, it actually takes you there to more information if you wanted to know about the academic requirements, what you would need for English language training, more information about the salary, the career types. So here's your admission requirements. So for the auto body program, it's a grade 10, and then there's an English language requirement. If you've been out of school for a long time and you think you may need some more academic upgrading, you can actually do an AccuPlacer test, which will actually help identify maybe where your weaknesses are, or if you meet the grades or the scores that are required to get into the program. This English language requirement, and now if I click on this, do you guys see that? About English language?
Yes.
Okay. This will give you more information of what we require for an English language requirements, and it'll actually tell you what types of exam or tests that we accept. In addition, if you click further onto this link right here, English language proficiency requirements, you can go into another page which will tell you that for some tests, this is what we would require for a Duolingo English test, or if you have an IELTS score, a 6.5, or for some other programs that we accept. There are some exempt countries that they do discuss down here, so you can click down here, and if you are from one of these countries, you are exempt. And for most of our trades programs, this would fall under. If you were, say, applying for a program such as medical or health, those countries would not be exempt. And you can see right here for these specific programs. Again, you go back into the specific programs, you can click on the link and you can actually find the admission requirements. And as I've mentioned, all the programs except for the HET require grade 10. With the heavy equipment, truck and transport, we'll just go to the program page here. It requires a grade 11 with the following mathematics. So you do need some math, and with all the trade programs, you're going to need some type of math, but this one requires a grade 11 math. And here's the specific maths that you hopefully you would have done in your grade 11 or grade 12. So these are the specific requirements. And again, it's that first qualified first admit. As mentioned, this is the last opportunity to apply. You have within the next 2 to 3 weeks, and most of those programs start January 4th. I'm just going to do a new share here again. So make sure we could probably put in the chat box, I could put this information. For you, and please bear with me. So here's the information. There's the phone number. Again, the email. There is someone there that will get back to you and they will send you an application. Make sure when you're filling out the application, you're able to either print it off or do it on your computer or desktop. It doesn't work very well if all you have is a phone. So it's required to either pretty much print it off, fill it out, and then either scan it or take a picture and send it back. And then you can talk to them more, and you'd probably have to send in, and there's probably more information you can ask to send in for your transcripts and stuff, because right now we're still having, you could probably send your transcripts to programiinnovation@saspolytech.ca CA, as we still are not fully up and running to send information over straight to registration. I'm just wondering if there's any questions.